He's doing it.
Listen,
He says, I'm in.
I keep trying to drop his name everywhere.
So I haven't heard back from Fred, but I'm gonna follow up. He's usually a lock-in, so it's not really a question of if he's gonna do it, it's more about does he have enough time? But that shouldn't be a problem. Payway, I already confirmed. They already sent I sent them an invoice as well. We're good to go on them. Ocean Bank confirmed, Graham Company confirmed, and we have the $1,000 from the town. So just with those three, right? So Payway, the Grahams, and Ocean Bank, we're covered in terms of
4750.
correct.
Yeah.
In terms of what we had our costs of last
So,
year to this year
Autumn all of this be gravy?
would just be great.
Great.
And mayor, but he wasn't sure he was gonna do that.
Yeah, so Roman was in communication with mayors and all that, and he still hasn't heard back from them. So we're still waiting on them.
And then what did Payway give you?
They gave me bronze plus gift cards. So,
Okay.
That's
What was-
250.
so yeah, the 250,
250.
and so basically the 250 would just be for brand recognition. It'll just be on our,
Right.
you know.
And
stuff.
Ocean Bank and Graham are 1,000 each,
No,
Well, Ocean Bank is 2,500,
25.
to hold 2,500 and
and
Graham
then Grand's
1,000.
1,000.
1,000. And how do we ask for Autumn? What do we ask for them?
Automall is whatever they'll give,
Oh,
but
okay.
the highest they can provide is gold, which is 1,500. Then it goes, you know, gearing down, then 50, and then 250. So, they're also gonna be giving gift cards.
Right.
The gift cards were, the way that she explained to me, is gonna be up to $100. So $100 worth of gift cards,
Oh,
and each gift card, she said is gonna be like $5. I'm gonna talk to her and see if it could be a little higher, because I don't think
right,
$5 in
We'll be there all night. That's
Yeah.
not good for us.
right. Well, I was just gonna say, if there was 100, let's say we did 5 at 20, then like we said, we put something.
Yeah.
You know, that, just so we know to say, okay, there's 5 hidden gift cards or whatever. So-
Yeah, exactly. So, I'll talk to her about that, but she
Alright.
said $100 with gift cards. So, I don't know. I haven't reached out to Vicky Bakery. I don't know if you guys have talked to anybody.
I think Roman-
last year,
I think Roman always has that contact, so
Okay.
you may make a list of things
Yeah.
for Roman.
because obviously Vicky Bakery, I haven't reached out. They haven't reached out to me. I haven't heard anything from Roman about Vicky Bakery, but I know usually they're part of. I mean, they were last year. They give
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah.
They've actually been there for a while.
Yeah. So, and that's somebody that we still have to touch on. But right now, the only people that we are waiting on is Automall and Vicky Bakery. Okay.
And you're gonna handle the.
I'll handle Automall.
Okay.
and
I'll-
Vicky
I'll get
Bakery,
with Roman,
yeah.
Vicky Bakery.
So, and then when it comes to Paella, we're good to go on him. Orlando, he's available and we're good to go on that. We have to speak to Marcos about the chairs, tables and chairs, because I reached out to them. They didn't answer and they hadn't reached back out. So I know that he's the contact for that. So we have to finalize.
So here's the notes.
Yeah,
Okay, I wrote back, are we good on our date for December 14th for tables and chairs, Jim Hamilton? Tables and chairs comes back, I don't know who, I guess that's the guy because it comes back, tables and chairs. Chairs are not included in the quote. In the past, the event, well, this must be from Marcos. The event organizers have used the chairs that are in the facility.
okay,
I
we can do
guess that
that.
means our
Yeah,
chairs.
yeah, we can do.
All right. Okay, thanks. Is this company of Marcos? It is my friend Miguel Echeverria, owner of Fiesta Carousel. Yes, that was sent about an hour ago. And then there's a phone number here. Do you have the number to, I'm gonna give it to you.
Yeah, just
786-412-4156. Okay,
I'll give him a call again. And
I was gonna call that number and see if it's Marcos. Or if it's the guy from the tables and chairs. We need an answer.
okay, so then they're just tables. I provide chairs then. Okay, so that's good that we said that now because then.
right. But
Uh,
I think I remember now that you said that the chairs last year, they were like 2 different colors. And like there was like black and then there's like a navy
yeah, there's
blue.
a navy.
Right.
Okay, I'll make sure that they're all.
And if they weren't, I think I separated, like I put the black in the front because it looked cleaner.
Yeah.
And then the navy blue, I just separated in the back, like put it towards the back. So at least there were just two separations.
Yeah, we do have.
So that guy's name is Miguel.
We go. And it is his number? That's
Yeah,
Miguel's number.
evidently, because the number I have for Marcos is not that number. Unless I have his work number, because it comes up with that number and then Marcos's name. But when I look under my
Yeah, that's what he
contacts,
texted you. That's what, that's
So
the
that-
number, that's the number he texted you. Cause Marcos is,
it's a different number.
yeah, Marcos is 305.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is.
That must be
Miguel.
the chairs.
And his last name is Echeverria.
Okay, so I'll call him again and I'll keep calling him until he,
Right.
so. We'll make sure we got
Yeah,
that.
because there's no direct answer saying, yeah, he's, it's kind of like.
Yeah.
A question.
I just wanna finalize everything.
Oh, yeah,
And
I know.
then-
Like what time you coming?
Yeah, exactly. And then when it comes to the bartender, I have her contact, because she's a vendor of ours, that's how we pay her, so.
Oh, wait, 'cause you remember last time you told me to talk to, I said, I talked to
Yeah.
Chris and he got one.
Oh, okay, he got somebody?
Well, he
No.
has somebody, but let's find out about the money.
Okay.
So we'll go with it for a bartender, we'll just go with the best. deal.
Yeah, because I looked on in our books and she's on there. And her contact information, I also spoke to Maddie, who is, knows her, not knows her, but knew of
So
her.
is she locked in for that night?
Well, no,
Oh,
she's not locked in, cause also I wanted to run it by you guys and make sure, cause. I don't know if it's you guys who gave a complaint or Austin gave a complaint about her that she didn't do something right or something like that, so. I just wanted to.
I
run it by you
didn't have
guys.
any complaint, but I'm in contact with her.
No,
I didn't hear anything myself, but.
Jim, give me a price on
well,
Chris's
Okay.
person, and we'll compare, and then
Yeah,
I'll go with whoever's cheaper.
cause I don't even think she was that expensive.
I think it was like 160
Yeah,
or something
I
like
think
that.
that's a little much, actually.
Yeah,
I think it was like $100.
Oh, was it $100?
I want to say, but I could be
I mean, we provided everything.
just serving.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
When it comes to the drinks, I haven't gotten it, but I got the okay from Jeremy to buy it with the credit card and all that, so we'll be good to go on that for sure. Any requests from you guys in terms of what? I know we're getting a Diet Coke, regular Coke, Sprite, water, and then red, white, and pink, or just red and white?
I think just red and white.
Yeah,
Yeah,
red
that's
and white.
They can mix it too if they want to.
There you go.
Exactly.
That's what you did.
And to your knowledge, about how many should I be getting? 6 of each or less?
It's better to have enough
More,
not to run
right.
out,
Yeah.
so
And I think he overbought last year, cause I know he had a lot left over.
Yeah.
Austin did.
Is there any looking at what he bought last year? Do we have any records?
The thing is that it's from Costco, so it just comes out as one bill.
Right.
It's not gonna split. it
Right,
up
but I
into
remember
amounts.
we had a lot left over, and I think I remember even the soda being left over, he said he was gonna sell it to the
So,
Optimus Club.
but
But
I'll
yeah,
get
and
enough. I know that I think he spent like $500 worth of
Okay,
soda, water, and wine, so I'll keep it around there. And if we need to send it back to the club, we'll send it to the club, and if not, we always have events, so.
Yeah.
we use it. All right, sounds good.
One problem we're still having is getting direct communication with Alex Fernandez.
Yeah,
So we may have to, maybe we decide tonight, by just talking about it, is if we want to go online and pull a picture. Because don't you have a drop dead deadline for that?
well, usually, he told me a week. So we need to have everything in before a week, like within a
Before-
week.
Right. Before
So-
Thanksgiving.
No,
Oh,
no, a week of the.
a week before
Yeah.
that's
before
really
the-
close.
Well, he's quick.
Oh, okay.
Hyro's good. He gets stuff done quick, and especially if it's coming from us. We give him a lot of work, so. But obviously the sooner the better.
Right.
Now, if you want, cause he's the easiest person to get a picture from, in terms of,
Right.
he's all
Pulling
over the
it.
internet, exactly. So,
but everybody else has done? Oh,
Yeah.
Everybody.
I got
else-
Jose's,
Okay.
I also got,
You got Reed Stevenson.
I got Reed and I also have,
Danny.
Danny.
Those
So all we're missing guys.
Now, do we know, have you heard, I guess, is that a Roman thing about, the action, the posters, the larger ones? Do we know?
Yeah,
Is that a Tico
Roman-
thing or is that somebody else?
Yeah, Roman said that he was working with Tico about that,
Okay,
but he hasn't finalized that with me either.
Right, so that's another thing,
Correct.
Tico. Posters.
Also,
that's a Roman list?
video and all that.
And what else do we write? Video?
Yeah, but normally that's with,
I don't know
What's the
about
name?
that. Table.
But the photographer and stuff last year was the one from the town, wasn't it?
The girl, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jessica's available to
Jessica.
take pictures.
Jessica.
It's the video. But normally you guys would take a little video and his name.
Who takes it?
Do you remember
The one
when
that-
we would
the one
go
that does
into
his-
the,
his
they would
podcast.
interview?
Oh,
You remember when we went in the,
Right.
that, the room where you guys have your
Right.
meetings, your
Right.
baseball meetings, and then they did like a little video? But it's
Right.
not that we showed it that night, it was just something that I think was a social media.
Did we actually use it? I mean, can't see doing it if we're not gonna use it, but if we.
It was part of the recap. So there was a recap video.
Of
on
the
our
night,
social
and then they would, when they do those little social media, and they'd send
Oh, okay.
pictures, they would show clips of
The
people
clips.
speaking or
Oh,
something.
okay. Okay, cool.
I remember that.
Trying to remember his name. That'll bug me if I don't say it.
Now, the people who do the lights, did the lights for us last year, the bistro lights, is that the same people that do the tables?
You told me.
I don't know. Do you have that in your notes?
I don't,
You know what I'm
I don't.
talking about, right?
Right.
Those bistro lights that they. Like, was that part of the tables?
I would think it would be, but I don't know. That's another wrong question.
Well, let me just say, if we're paying $1,800 for just tables, that seems a little high.
Right.
So most likely it will be with something else.
Mhm.
Because tables and chairs, maybe, you'll get up there in price, but just tables, I feel like they probably also do the lights, but we should confirm with.
Right, that's what I'm just
Marcos on
saying.
that.
I'm just saying that to confirm that, and I know that when we talked about the tables, and the budget was $1,300, but I feel like we had too many tables last year.
We have too few people, that's why.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, it cuts
So-
back,
yeah,
and then it doesn't look empty,
Right.
in my opinion.
right.
Right, cause then we had, I think, 10 to 12, I think I have my notes, we had 10 high top. And that was with what, 2 trays of hors d'oeuvres, and then people weren't really, and then we didn't have the posters last year, remember that fell
Right,
through as well, so
right.
there was no mingling. So to speak, and then we had the tables in the grass, the drinks are over by the concession, and that was a long walk, I just
Right.
remember saying, no one's going back, that was another issue too, but. I
So
know.
We should change it then.
I mean, I lessen the high top tables.
Maybe we can get a better price then. If we don't
You want
need,
5? You think 5?
Yeah, cause I don't know that people really, we didn't use them.
right, cause not everybody mingled on the tables, they're all.
Stood
so you
and,
had
yeah,
Photos down by
Yeah.
the stage and. Maybe if we cut out the high tops
mhm,
and a couple tables. It seemed like about maybe 4 excess tables that were 6, I don't remember.
right.
I don't remember how many tables we had.
I think when I asked, let me see. something else.
Maybe there
I
were
think it was like, I
20
think,
tables.
right,
Right.
somewhere I had written it down, do you have it on? I think I even wrote that saying that. Or were we gonna cut back on that?
Alex, did you get all the information you need from Jose?
Yeah, and I also got all the descriptions,
And he wanted to know if he could review the
yeah,
words that go on the plaque.
yeah, he told me that.
Okay.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna send him what Roman sent me.
Okay.
Oh, cause he was gonna do them, right?
Yeah, he completed them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just wanted to make sure that it was all accurate.
It was batting average wrong.
Like 847. Hey, look at it. Monday's game, 40 runs were scored.
I read the recap. Yeah,
So I challenged the group today at our game saying, hey, let's see if you could top Monday's performance. Today, 42 runs were
Oh,
scored.
my gosh.
A total of 82 runs in 2 games. You gotta come out.
I know, you were gonna talk, I went to see
And
Roman
one of
coach
these-
flag football, I thought that was amazing.
One of these Mondays, your
It's
holiday.
Mondays,
Huh?
it's on Mondays,
And
Yeah,
Wednesday.
Mondays and
Monday.
Mondays and Wednesday, but you get these Monday holidays,
right,
you know, they
what time?
be there by 9.
AM.
By, that's when they, yeah,
Okay.
we're talking seniors here, yeah.
Got you. Yes, that's true. Listen, the earlier better for me,
Yeah,
as soon as Roman told me this flag football.
you
game was
ready
at
for
9.
some laughs?
I have, that's awesome.
82 runs, 2 games.
You go 7 innings?
9.
9.
Because we have a game structured where
I
when
was
you're
gonna
at
say.
bat,
Uh-huh,
you get 2 swings,
okay,
5 pitches.
that's it.
If you hit 2 foul balls, you're out. Now, when you hit the ball, if it rolls by the infielders, that's a single. If it lands in the outfield, that's a double. But roll-
Automatically,
Right.
so there's no sprinting,
No, that's we eliminate a lot of arguing, you know, because we're talking Latins here.
yeah,
And that eliminates a lot of injuries. So if it rolls by the outfielders, the triple, you get one over their head to the home run.
oh,
So
this is
game, so we play
fantastic.
9 innings, because it moves really
Right.
fast. So we play 9 innings rather than 7.
Well, dang,
So you get
42
your
runs,
money's worth.
yes, I
Yeah.
do,
Okay.
I love
So
it.
your next Monday holiday,
Mhm,
okay, you can wear your shirt.
for sure, I'll be like,
Case
wait,
you-
who's the,
In case you have
there's a
not
groupie
modeled.
coming.
I've had one girl play last couple of weeks.
Is there an age limit? Do you have to be over something? to get-
Well, we have a couple of guys, one is a very wealthy guy, has one of these Tesla trucks.
Mhm.
He plays, he had 6 hits today out of 6. And we have another young guy today, he had 1.5 for 6. So, but most of our guys range anywhere from 65 to 98.
Okay, that's not
So
fair.
you'll be a
65
pup,
to
you'll be a
60. I
pup.
love it, I'm in, I'm in. Listen, I got so excited Saturday at the flag football game. How old is his son? I'm so bad with age.
He's gonna be about 10.
Yeah, I think he's 10U.
10.
Can you?
Yeah,
Okay.
10U or something like that.
The girls on the team, I am pumped. I was like, is that a girl on the team?
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
they do. Yeah.
So I just
You know,
sent,
my high school football team has a girl on their team.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I just sent via email.
okay.
You guys should be hopefully receiving soon. The plaque descriptions, if you guys want to read over them, okay them.
Okay.
I'm obviously gonna send Jose to him,
Jose, yeah.
so he can adjust that one a bit, but if you guys are okay with those descriptions, those are the ones that are going on the plaque. Yeah,
One thing we haven't discussed,
You wanna
is-
read them? I'll pass it to you. You can read it if you want. I'm still looking.
that's okay, I'm okay with it. One thing we haven't discussed is who's going to introduce the inductees.
Well, we have.
yeah, well, it's their choice,
Yeah, their
right?
choice.
Well, it's their choice, okay.
Yeah, it's their choice. Jose
Okay.
obviously wants you to speak
Yeah,
for him.
okay.
But it's their choice, so if you guys can get word on that, because
Yeah, I'm still trying.
I'll take the picture.
Yeah. see who they want to introduce them and
So,
all that. So I can
okay.
make a,
Whose contact is with,
Danny is
Danny
Roman.
Roman?
You just want you want first and last name? Curtis, his son. His
Okay.
son is Curtis.
Curtis Stevenson?
Okay. Yeah,
Cause he doesn't really.
Who's
rely
introducing
on-
Alex?
We don't know. We don't even.
well, that's the thing, we haven't even heard back from him.
Oh.
He's in rehab right now. He's out of the hospital.
What's going on with Alex?
Well, I don't know, he just. Coach Bilski calls me and said that he was in the hospital with a leg injury. Had been in there a week, so it had to be pretty serious. But,
You know, Alex and Jose played on the same baseball team one time.
Yeah, Jose was telling me that, to tell Alex that, you know, that he's actually the star to the
Oh.
ceremony, not him and all that.
I love it.
Yeah, he said,
So we have to have,
Since
who's
Alex
go
is-
last?
says that Alex is getting inaugurated with me, not the other way around. It's just like when Jose played at Jackson High, you know, the second best player was Warren Cromartie.
That's funny. That's what you make sure that's in your introduction, right? I think that's good. Let's see. I see one thing here that he might want to change myself. I'm just reading out loud.
Mhm.
He's got the same
He who?
leading line on two people.
Oh,
Well, on Reed, he is a
credited.
longtime resident of the
No,
town. Oh,
so I think, so I just did the same thing. So that one is for the name below is for Jose.
But then he has the same one on,
Reed, it starts with, he is credited for being one of the founding members of the Miami Lakes Optimist basketball program.
let's see, I have it, that under Reed. Oh, I see.
Do you see
Yeah,
how he
that's
has
not
the thing
Yeah.
and then the name?
So,
It's the blurb and then the name.
because he's, okay, so why would he write that twice, though? Because he has,
Oh, I see. He is credited for being one, and then at the last sentence says he is also credited, or no?
no, it says, he starts off with two of them, that he is a longtime resident of the town and played high school baseball at Monsignor Pace. And the
Oh,
other,
okay, so
and the
that,
other one, he is a longtime resident and a frequent participant.
yes, so that's Danny Delgado and Jose have the same first line.
Yeah, I mean, I guess people really don't care.
But this is for the plaque, the one that's going on the wall,
Oh, okay,
and then that you get at your house.
so nobody's gonna know.
I don't know that he do that. We never read this out loud, did we?
I don't think we
No.
do.
No.
No,
Just,
No.
they can read it on the wall.
yeah, they just be on the wall, so nobody's gonna notice that.
Also, speaking about the
Oh,
wall,
well.
Manny and Jeremy, they kind of thought, whenever you take pictures of the class, right? You kind of want them to be around the whole, both sides of the Hall of Fame, so you can take your picture and all that. If the classes are up and down, you kind of have to try to cram people in. I don't know, they kind of said it like, it'll also look weird just because some classes are 5 and some classes are 4. My best recommendation is keep them the way it is, but the classes that are 5, extend the wall. So it'll be, let me see. Right. It's like, right now it's only 4, right? No, the other side is 4.
We're gonna have a bigger problem in a few years when we don't have any space. Where we-
Put it in an annex.
A new building,
Mhm.
a larger building.
All right, so right now it's kind of set up like this, where it's 4 and 4, right? And then there's a middle where it's the Hall of Fame, title sponsor, and then, you know. So the classes that are 5, the problem is it goes 4 and then the next one is here, right? So they're split. You would then, whatever class has 5, you would just add one to the side. So then it'll stay the same and you could keep going down. Cause then if you do it sideways, what you're gonna do is you're gonna have like that, and then some of them are gonna be 4, and it's just not even. I don't know,
I just thought it was better organized. When you walk up to it, you see the class of 2018 is straight down, class of 2019 straight down. And then the other way, there is no distinction of which class it is,
yeah,
right? It doesn't say, I mean, it's just a bunch of pictures, right? Or does it say it on the, well, it says it on the plaque.
yeah, it says on the back.
It says on the plaque.
Cause remember also, if you go sideways, you could then think of putting like the number next to them, right? So like if this is class of 18, you would put an 18, and then you put 19 and you keep going. That's also an option, cause right now they're split, right? Cause you have some classes that are 5 and some classes that are 4.
Right.
But the plaques are only 4. Always. So then they get split up.
So somebody.
The classes are split,
Correct.
Right.
yes.
The
So,
classes are split. Right now they're split. So the way is either going up or down, but then remember, kids also go into that building. The lower you have the plaques, the more susceptible they are to getting connected.
We almost have to go down the other way. I mean, not any lower than it is probably, but I mean, again, we're gonna run out of space.
They're only 3 deep, right? They're only 3? 1, 2, 3, according to my picture.
Right now, it's 3, and then there's 2 on the 4th.
I got you, then I don't have that one, okay.
2 on the 4th, but I didn't pick up on that. But
Yeah, I have a picture of it.
yeah, how about the people that actually set them in place? Are they experts at how a wall should be arranged?
That's a good question.
If they cause they do laser. Don't they do laser
Yeah.
leveling and stuff with? I would think that they should be able to tell us
What?
how many the max, I mean, the best usage of that wall,
Yeah.
you know. And to me, I'm just speaking out loud, to me, it doesn't matter if it goes down 4 and then one goes 5 and one goes 4, 4. I don't see that bottom one being a major issue. If
Because in theory, the way that you're saying is the way I would do it if we had the same amount of people in every class.
Right.
Once you start, the whole switch from 4 to 5, it throws everything off. Now-
Meaning keep it 4 in length,
correct.
even
Well-
though this might be 2021 and then there might be a 2021 up there.
Because right now they're split. Right now it's class of 18, 4. Then class of 19, it's 4. Then class of 20 is 5. So then it goes 4 and then 1. And then class of, you skip 21, class of 22 is just 3 and then 2. And then it went like that. So then they're all split.
But they're all horizontal.
Correct, they're all horizontal.
Mhm.
Eventually, I think the best way to do it is start moving it towards the beginning of the wall once you can fill in that wall. Because right now you didn't have enough, you don't have enough Hall of Famers to fill up that wall.
Right,
But eventually you're gonna have to take class of 2018 and put it at the beginning of the wall, and then class of 19, and then the split class of 20, 21, and then you'll have the whole wall with the plaques. Right now, there aren't enough to fill the wall, but we're getting close.
but that's what I'm saying with the company that does it, could they laser grade it and say, all right, based on how much space you have, this is how many pictures can fit.
Yeah.
And then go ahead and recenter the main Hall of Fame logo.
Well, the Hall of Fame logo's in the middle of the wall,
Right,
if I'm
so,
not mistaken. It's right dead smack in the middle of the wall. So it's not necessarily the Hall of Fame would need to get moved. It's just, like I said, we're gonna have to start. Like if the middle's here, we're gonna probably have to have either 2 or 3 classes on one side of the Hall of Fame. And then 2, 3 classes on the other side. But right now, that's all our classes, right? So you have to try to start filling in that wall
right,
more horizontal than vertical. And then we run into the same issue where all the classes are different. Right? So I think right now, I think you have 2 classes that are 4 and 2. I'm trying to think.
the first class is.
First
five.
class is
That's 5, I think.
4.
Well, it could be, it was Jim Mandich, Jack McCall, Don Shula. I left my other notebook. I've got them all listed. But maybe it was.
Was Alex the first one or the second one?
Who, Alex was there, so Alex, Don Shula, Jack McCall, Jim Mandich. So. Shula was deceased, I thought it was 2 people were deceased in that first one.
I think the
It
first
was,
class,
because Mandich was deceased and so was Shula,
Mhm.
so there was maybe it was only 4.
I think the first class was
It was
4
4
and then the second class was 5.
or 5, okay.
Yeah.
So the whole thing with the wall is where we at now. We're just gonna add to the next column, right?
currently the way it would be done, if you leave it the same, the two that are split will get put on the left side. And then the 4 would be 2 and then 2 on the other side.
Okay, so right now our inductees will be split 2 and 2, one on the left, one on the right?
Yeah.
Which, I think that happened to us last year, and the only reason why, because when I'm looking at my pictures, I remember Enriquez and,
They're split.
it
There's
was
two that
on
are
one
split.
side and the other, they were, when they unveiled it,
Yeah,
when they unveiled it, it was like
Right.
2 were on here and 2 were on here.
Yeah.
and then I think that's, I don't know if that's what prompted us or we had talked about before. Of trying to get it organized, so you look at the wall and you can tell which class it is immediately. My vote would be to do it that way, because I mean, I don't have a problem with one class being 4 and then the next one 5 and then 4 and going down, because at least it's organized and you see all of them in that class. This way. they're on
I
both
like
sides.
the idea, just put it chronological order, maybe alphabetically from top to bottom on each class. And just start at the left and keep going to the right.
That's. But again, I'd like to have those guys that set these. Set these walls up, that's
Mhm.
their,
Yeah, it'd be nice to get their
get
input,
their input,
yeah.
or we table it, do whatever is
Yeah.
best for the moment.
I'll talk to them. I'll talk to them and see
If they have,
what's the best use of the space.
right,
And then we'll go from there, and I'll obviously, relay that information to you guys.
and then you might also, if they said, oh yeah, but for this class, we'll do it like we did last year's class. But give us a price on what it's gonna cost to reset that wall, when we have quorum, we could vote on it.
I will say this, the inductions.
I'm looking at the videos.
My phone doesn't come with all that.
Yes, it does.
No, I mean the video.
Yeah, I think, look at that, the ones that a picture I have, you're 2018, right?
Right,
So I can see Joel, and then next to Joel is you, and then next to you is Graham, William Graham, so they are horizontal,
right,
right? Because then underneath, let's say you is Roland Gomez,
right,
and he was 2020.
right. That's what I'm saying, somebody.
So it went like 18, and then maybe it's like a snake, right? And then it was.
I never even noticed that, that's what I'm
Yeah.
just thinking for organizational purposes, just looking up on the wall, to me, it would have been easier just to have the year and then
Right.
class.
I'm sure too,
Yeah.
and you look at it hindsight, you come in and we have our first class, to just put one row vertically was probably like,
Yeah,
that looks
Yeah.
silly.
Yeah,
And then we're not gonna put it right here because now we gotta
Right.
build out this way, so would we build out? So they probably said, here, let's do the first class and put straight across.
they did.
Correct.
Here's the label, and then it has underneath the plaque that says about the town, and I'm like, I'll tell you what it is.
So. Alright, so just, I'll go around, but see, it's 4,
Mhm,
it's 4. Right, so then they did 2 on this side,
mhm.
Right,
and then
To
they-
even it
they-
out.
They split it in the middle, right? So then it goes, these 4 are in the same class. These 4 in the same class, and then there's an extra one here.
Right, and that's why.
So then that's what it threw
That-
off.
yeah.
okay, right.
That's
So,
right.
you got it?
I have it on mine.
do
From-
we have
from
enough
before.
room to go 5, vertically?
Well, do we? Yes, okay, again, but the 5th one is gonna start getting low.
Correct.
And then if you go higher, then it's kind of high to see, right? If
Right.
you have an
Mhm.
average sized person,
Right,
it's gonna get harder to see those names. Because if we go row number 5, it'll be more or less like towards my knees. Right,
Right.
that's a bit low. So,
And you don't wanna put anybody down there.
correct.
Mhm.
So that's the issue, right? Because since some classes are 4, some classes are 5, some people are gonna be really low, and then some people are not gonna be as low. Like class of 18 is gonna be 4,
If you were to put
and then
it
class
lower.
19 is gonna be 5, so
But
it's even lower, and then
that's what.
you
probably
kind of
2 or 3
offset.
inches
So we're just
space.
leaving
Now
like
you have someone's picture down where.
Yeah,
it's
but
small
what
down.
I think we should
You know what I
do
mean?
is
So you wouldn't wanna do, so maybe that's.
do
what
it
I'm saying, is
horizontal,
that
Right.
really not-
We could-
but the classes that are 5, keep them at their 5, just horizontal, right? Because also what they were going for is to try to keep it very square.
Yeah.
And very
Mhm.
Well,
symmetrical, but we're gonna have to either deviate from that or, because even right now,
Is it even right now?
right
Or
now,
is there, I think because I'm
right
looking
now
at this Jose Enriquez, I think there's one missing, like
There's- no, there's 3 rows that are perfectly, they're filled in.
Okay.
And then there's 2
That are.
that are alone next to each other.
got you.
So then this one would be 2, and then there'd be 2 by themselves on the other side.
On the other side,
Correct. Yeah. That's why I think,
not to just do the 4.
yeah, I would just, like, shy away from the whole symmetry thing already. We have enough people to kind of more or less fill in that wall
Mhm.
and do, all right, this was a 4 class, we'll do 4. The next year was 5, okay, we'll do 5, all of them together. Then we'll do, 4 if it was 4, or 5, it was 5.
Okay.
But keep it vertical instead of, or keep it horizontal instead of vertical.
Okay.
Okay.
And then,
Tomorrow, you work there, your office is in there, right?
yeah,
Just take a picture of like the whole wall, like take a picture of this.
yeah,
And then you can pen it like, here, it's gonna go these 4, you just go in
Yeah.
the box, like,
okay,
and just show us, okay, it's gonna go here, and then we can vote on that because we will have seen the whole wall.
Yeah.
Right, so you
Right.
take picture and then just do edit and just
Yeah, yeah,
all square.
Yeah.
And then it have to be perfect, just so we can say, oh, it's gonna look like that.
Yeah.
And here's what we're thinking, so you could do it and then say, here's the vertical, or here's the
Right.
2 and 2, and then we can say, okay, we like that because we see it.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Right.
Yeah. And also, in the future, I think what would be best is to try to keep your classes uniform in terms of pick a number you guys want and stick to it. It's always nice to keep including people because we want to include people because a lot of people have done great in the
Mhm.
town and for our community and all that. But we should have a cutoff. You guys decide the cutoff, but it should either be 4 or 5. And then from that number, you stick to it for the rest of, every year we have 4 people or we have 5 people. Because when you start switching it too much, then it might look a little
Mm.
disorganized on the wall in terms of classes, And I know in the pros, it's whoever gets in. There could be 1 guy, there could be 7 guys, but
Right.
we could choose what number we want to go for.
And then thinking of, since he's saying that, if we were to choose 4 and someone doesn't accept like we had this year, then we're at 3.
Well, no, but we
Because you
should come
don't.
back.
We
Maybe
can
we
just
should
come
always have an alternative.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That we vote on, and then that person would be for sure next year, like an order, and
Right.
then have a, backup kind of. Cause I'm surprised that anybody would not.
Right.
Obviously they have a reason, but it's
Mhm.
hard to believe.
Yeah. I mean, usually people like to get honored,
Oh,
so
yeah,
Right.
it's
particularly, obviously they've done something to be recognized.
correct.
Uh,
But usually, and then you could always have those, not trying to put it lightly, but those people who have deceased, right? You could always fill them in and stuff like that.
Right.
Because usually those are family members, or you could get somebody who
Right.
is at least adjacent or something like that to recognize or receive the honor. But those could always be more, not backups, because sometimes they get picked, but
Right.
you could always have them there ready and all that.
Do we know the order, is it alphabetized and then we do?
I can make that happen.
Right, well, I'm just trying to remember what we've done in the past, for the presentation,
Right.
Didn't we always save the bell cow the last?
right,
Right.
that's what we
But
had.
before that one
I
is
think we
the
had
alphabetized.
alphabetically
And
before the
then
bell cow
bell cow, is that the terminology?
in the farm, yeah.
The herd.
I guess you lived in the Midwest growing up.
We had pigs, horses, ponies, cows. Yeah.
Then you had one bell cow.
And we had one bell cow.
Actually, I never heard that either.
Sorry.
I was from Corn Fed, Kansas,
Yeah.
so we didn't have any cows that lived.
All right, we'll make that happen. Alphabet and then our main guy, which will be right now, hopefully, still Alex Rapids, but we'll see. Hopefully he's for sure going up on the wall. Now, in terms of if he's gonna be here, I guess that's
That'd be a bummer.
yeah, it would be one of the- we gotta keep moving along. We can't keep waiting for,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, they don't have a phone number that's.
How serious is his ailment?
Pardon?
On Alex, how serious?
I don't know, that's what I'm saying, he just said that, you know, he was in hospital for a week, and then, the last time I talked to Rich was last week, and he said that he was, home rehabbing.
Oh, okay, well, should be okay.
Yeah, that's what I told him, I said, but when he said that to him, it was almost 6 weeks from the
Mhm.
ceremony. But I expected to get the picture, you know, right away, and it hadn't happened, so. I don't know, he said somebody else was, I don't know if it's the agent or somebody else was going to be contacting us, and I assume it would be the town, contacting the town.
Yeah, I also haven't, because obviously in all those letters, it says contact, Sports Hall of Fame at Miami Lakes dash. And I haven't received any emails in terms of that. The only person who's actually emailed that email is Jose. So, and I received his photos, they passed by my office, spoke to him for a while, him and his wife, so, we're good.
Okay,
Obviously you sent me, Stevenson's, and then, Roman sent me Dan's stuff, so.
the recap on the tables, you're gonna talk to them and see what the price would be if we cut it down on the high tops.
Yeah, I'll keep calling Miguel. And I'll also say, 5 high tops, that's all we really need. And then 10 tables. How many tables you guys? Because last year you guys had what, 15?
I'm thinking.
No, I thought we had 20, because we said 200 people.
There was at least 4 in the front, right? I think there was 4
Mhm,
tables in the
10,
front.
right.
something like
Yeah,
that.
well,
4
if you guys said it's 200, yeah, those 20 tables.
So you might even ask him how many we had, and then
Yeah.
at least cut it down to 15.
Well, you have a copy of the budget with you?
Yeah, I can't find all.
I know, I'll email you because I have it, it's just in my binder.
Gotcha.
I haven't gotten it yet.
But some of it didn't, I don't know if it showed, did it show?
It was, it's on the budget sheet towards the bottom.
Oh, actually,
You have
I have the budget.
It's on the budget sheet on the bottom right, I wanna say.
I have the budget.
The spreadsheet that he had,
Okay.
I need a PO, whatever POP. Shut it down.
Okay, I can give you a recommendation.
Let's see.
Yeah, I have the budget.
You want it? Is it on the bottom right?
Okay. So it is the table lights.
Okay, oh, there you go. Maybe when I asked, and I think I might have written it down, but it's nowhere. Breakdown?
Maybe.
There's not,
Maybe I wrote it down.
I got the numerical, but.
Oh, no, because it's gonna bother me. Cause I think I even wrote it down. It was like 20 round.
I'm too far back. Budget.
Donnie takes videos.
Okay.
Donnie.
That's 21, so
Hmm.
somehow I'm missing the section, so. that would be-
Yeah, in your minutes. Who's Payway?
Chinese.
Maybe the Chinese
Oh.
restaurant here at
Yeah,
the,
but it's spelled PEIWEI.
Yeah.
that's how
You
it's
do that on purpose just to confuse me? Fine.
How do you spell in the minutes? PAY?
Probably.
And PAYWAY, K
Just-
way.
I heard
That's
Payway.
Jim
I didn't
Finley.
know.
Yeah.
I thought it was a shoe company.
Stop.
Sorry.
Yeah, that is how you spelled it. That's fine.
When I sent it to you for correction, remember that? Or edit.
You do that stuff on purpose, don't you?
I evidently. My wife says I do. All right, so. Let's see. Here. If I had looked under budget.
Oh, yeah. I must have written it down because that's, I think this is what Andres has, but yeah, because I remember I wrote it down. Maybe it was on my paper that I wrote down how many we had.
And here's another one.
DJ, do we want to DJ?
No, because the jazz ensemble is coming.
Okay.
And then by the time they're done, it's like we start the
The ceremony.
ceremony. Yeah.
Okay.
This one says Fiesta tables, lights and permitting $960.
Maybe that was your,
But unfortunately, I don't have the year.
That seems,
It's got a budget, the income of 4,500, which is exactly what,
yeah, that is our budget, but we don't need permitting, and it's not for us.
and Maya was 834. Was that in this too? Was that? And this isn't dated either,
oh,
is it? I don't see it.
This is November 9th of last year. It doesn't have the year, but Austin was point of contact, so that's.
there you go.
What were we looking at?
No, I was just looking to see how many tables we got, because we
Gotcha.
say 200 every year, but we never get a number.
Tables,
Just
lights,
seems like a lot.
Well, this one said tables, lights and high boys, $1,800, $1,759. Is that how much we paid? Whoa,
Well, 18, at least here on this one, it's 13.
we must have cut down.
Well, they give a $500 discount as part of,
So this is inflated and then they don't charge us?
$500,
Okay. So it's,
13.
okay. Yeah, because our expenses on this one was 5,160. Bartender was 150, photographer 90, but again, I don't know the year on this. Oh, Hall of Fame, oh, that's returners, okay. Hearing something.
Yeah.
Returning, okay. I guess next time we.
Oh,
the
right, we'll
budget-
put
We
the
put
date on.
the date.
I don't look at mine.
Yeah, I'm gonna start setting this up already. You can emailing it to you guys. I'll break down. I'm gonna look for basically Austin's, and then obviously change our name, the dates and all that stuff, and the new. Because Jose told me that he wants the 20 guests, you as well, and then Stevenson
I-
needs 20 guests. Or...
I asked, I don't know that I asked him if he was, 20 or not.
Yeah.
I mean, the letter says what they are allotted, right?
I don't know.
It's 20.
Right, the letter has always said,
Yeah.
yeah. I
but
mean, they
in
can
the
still have
past,
more, but it was the fact of, and
The
I.
parking.
Tim
the
was
parking.
It's for the
guaranteed
parking.
for parking, and then they could advise many through Eventbrite.
Right, but then
Because-
sometimes people don't do that, but they show up anyways, The Eventbrite is for us just to say, we need to know the
How
number
many?
wise.
Right.
Which I remember it has a cap of 100 people.
Mm. Because that's what it's set for?
Yeah.
We set it to be 100.
Well, the town, I think it's
The
they're
town
generic.
does,
They're generic.
because they don't pay, it's free.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So the most we would receive on Eventbrite is
Is
100. Again, I'll talk to communication, see if that's changeable, because if we're always expecting 200 people, we would then put, 20. I guess that would be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you,
Yeah.
Because
Sometimes
if
20
everybody, if every
Right.
single inductee brings their 20,
correct.
and that'll be 80 people, plus ourselves. Then whoever's from the public, it'll be around.
Right. That's what I'm saying, even though we dream big, even if, let's say, each of the inductees brought 20 people. That's 80 people, between us, let's say, let's get crazy and say another 20, we're only at 100.
Right,
To have 200 seats, chairs and tables for 200 people, that's
We would need 100 people from the public to come.
correct. And I just think for
I'll
next
send
month,
out,
it just looks empty.
right.
And then, because we talked about how far the walk is from the
Stage.
clubhouse to there. If we moved it, shifted it up a little bit closer to the clubhouse, and it's not such a far walk. Listen, the garbage cans were far. People didn't get up to get a drink. I know that I served people drinks and said, oh, I'm going up there. Do you want a drink? Because people who are older,
Right,
are not walking all the way up there. It's a truck. It's a
so
truck.
maybe.
For older people.
We should set the stage a little closer to the clubhouse.
I
Make
mean,
it
If we
cozy.
cut at least 5 tables, that's
Yeah.
50 people. That we aren't gonna have an extra. I'd say we seat 150 people.
So we should shoot for 15 tables, not 20,
I would say.
and five.
I know we talked about looking at Eventbrite for the past, and I don't know how to do that. I've never done that.
Mhm.
How to look back to say how many people actually registered on Eventbrite. If we've consistently had 90 people, 80 people, 100 people,
No, we don't.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, if you did.
that's saying that we've capped it every year at 100, okay. But I'm,
No, we don't get really much support from the public.
right,
also a big thing of Eventbrite that it's you always gotta take into consideration, because it happens to a lot of our programs. People register
And
and
they'll
they'll go.
right.
I would say, like, for example, our last skate event, right? Because we hold a skate event once a month. Like 18 people registered, only 8 people showed up. So it's under 50% of people who registered. Now, I think personally, and we've, discussions and all that, since they are free events, people
Just in
register and say, just in case, or maybe they have something that they really want to go to and they say,
Right.
well, just in case we can't, or just in case it's too full or whatever, we'll then have a backup plan.
Mhm.
So then it's not always indicative of
Who
who
comes?
goes,
Right.
and going and all that, so.
That's a good point.
let me see.
But again,
But we should
We
start
know.
getting a head count of how many
Yeah.
people were actually.
Yeah, I'll have a count and I'll write it on
Let me ask you,
the paper. as well.
I plan on sending out an email to
Let
the,
me get it.
Uh-huh.
I get it.
geezers. And there's a good chance I'll get, a nice group from there. Do they have to sign up with Eventbrite?
Nobody has to sign up.
Okay, so they can just come.
Yeah, Eventbrite is more just a logistical, like,
Yeah.
we'll know numbers, but it doesn't necessarily, they
Okay.
don't have to sign up for anything.
did you say the geezers wouldn't be able to do it? That's right, is that what you're saying?
Technology.
They may not
it's a
know
little,
English.
it's a little,
Oh, there you go.
it's a little tough sometimes.
That's a good point, that's true. Yeah, that's showing. But again, do we honestly can say that we're gonna have more than 150 people?
Unfortunately, no. That'd be great if these are some, particularly.
Well, I know-
Jose.
There will be some there,
Right.
because of Jose and they like the great food.
Tell them they're beers.
Yeah.
They love beer.
Okay.
Well, you don't have beer on your list.
Yeah.
Well, we do now, because I
Okay.
saw
Can we
Austin
put
had
in-
beer on his list.
Can we
Yeah.
put in dancing girls?
Jeez.
I can get a whole bunch there.
Well, you can say there'll be tables and girls, you just gotta put that together to say the girls will be on the tables, or you could say that.
Don't mix up the dancing part.
And then if they come and to ask you what happened, you'll be like, oh, you must have misunderstood my English.
Yeah, that works.
Translation, got lost in translation. All right, so you have Romans checklist.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna call Marcos again because. Oh, no, you're gonna call Marcos. I mean, you're gonna
Yeah,
call
yeah.
the table people.
I'll call him, and
And I'm gonna call Bill Stu. Tomorrow at school.
all right, so game plan. Run it by me. Make sure we get it done. We gotta call Miguel. Right?
Yeah.
Then after we call Miguel, you have to finalize with Roman Or you said you were gonna reach out to Roman and give him the two lists that you asked.
Mickey Bakery and Tico on the posters,
Correct.
right?
And tell them to also contact Gun as well, GANI,
That's the video
the
guy.
video guy,
Oh, that's with Roman, right?
correct, because
Okay.
he has a close relationship with him. After that, we need to finalize, get all the black chairs.
Right, because then it's less chairs for you to get, because I know I forgot who I was with setting up. He's an older guy, Spanish short.
One,
Yes, he's amazing. He had to go to another place to.
Yeah,
go get
we're
more
still gonna,
chairs.
yeah, we're still
Oh,
gonna need to.
right. But it was like a second round, and I was like, oh my god, poor guy.
Yeah, we got, he's always moving chairs between,
Right.
buildings and all that, cause there's events at RAC, there's events at the youth center, so, parties and all that, so. All right, so we're gonna be getting, the drinks. I'm gonna talk to Miguel about the 5 high tables, 15, realistically, we probably just need 15 tables.
Mhm.
5 by boys.
Yeah, 5 high boys, and then the lights, make sure that we're good on the lights, he has that all squared away. I'm gonna talk to. Fast signs, they're the ones that make our signs, about best way to set up the wall. And then also get them made, I'm just gonna pull a
And
picture
the
for
step and
Alex.
repeat, you wanna put the step and repeat, would that go with, or whatever you have to get from the town? Cause I know that's where they got a bunch of good photos with the background of the
Right.
town of Miami Lakes, you wanna kind of showcase this is. That, so. Yeah. I know that's somewhere in a closet.
It's somewhere.
Mhm.
And the lady took the pictures on that,
Right, and then they did like together as a group, then they
Right.
did like with each of them got their families.
I remember, yeah.
Right,
And that
cause
was
I
set up-
remember I even
that was set up.
asked, I remember at the end, towards the end, well, like a couple weeks later, we reached out to her. And so she could send whatever picture she took of the family, we emailed it to the family.
Oh, cool,
I know I did for Jose,
okay.
for Enriquez, cause I thought, man, you have great professional pictures, why would you not?
Yeah,
Share
and
them?
realistically, that cost, the step and repeat cost, isn't a cost. Cause
Right.
you guys bought it last year, it's just a matter of putting it up.
Right.
So it wouldn't be a $300 cost, it'd just be setting up.
Right,
So
he
that's-
went and got it from, it was at another facility, he had to go leave and go get it, I just remember that.
Does he have a list of things that he's got to do? Like that,
Juan?
well, I don't know who got, did
I
Juan
guess it
go
was
get
Juan, I just remember,
It was
because I was
probably,
like,
it was probably Juan, I'm his direct supervisor.
Oh, okay,
between Austin and, I think was letting him know what he had to do,
Okay.
and maybe Jeremy was there. I know there were a couple.
if it's not written down, it may get forgotten. I mean, if they don't know to go get it, if it's not,
Right.
right, where they normally have it.
Well, chairs, step and repeat, I think that's the only thing the town provides, and the 6-foot tables, I think for the food we provided as
Yeah.
well, the town did.
Yeah, we have tables, and also we'll get the plates, the cutlery,
Right,
and then I would say the trailer, the stage, we also.
Right,
get.
right.
podium, I mean, it's not all come together, right?
You would hope, but
Uh,
everything's
It's like my school.
everything is kind of all over
I
the
got
place,
you.
so we gotta
Really?
rein it in.
And the sound system,
Correct, the Fender sound system as well. Yeah, all that is on me logistically, so that's not a concern. I never concern about things I have control over. I worry about things that people control, because then you gotta.
Right, don't you remember, we thought we were gonna have the, whatever, the whole discussion about the, what do you call it, the blow up thing that you would come through.
oh, yeah,
And that never showed up, and then we asked, like, what happened to that, and then nobody knew.
no, they thought that something about it was too big for the back entrance or too large for the front entrance, and it was too small for the back entrance. I don't remember, well, you weren't there, right? You weren't there. It
No,
was
I wasn't.
Austin.
I was there.
So I don't know who made that decision.
Oh, okay.
Do we wanna because we could just have the center open and have people just walk through to the back instead of going around. Because we're still gonna have the Sports Hall of Fame covered, right?
Right.
So we can have the doors open
It was open last year like
and
that.
then people just walk through.
They walked through or they came around. They did both, right?
Right.
They
Yeah,
they came around the equipment room and
I think the walkthrough, because it's kind of like your first glimpse into
the whole thing.
the wall.
Right.
And then they walk through and like, it's like when you open the doors, that was like, you know, you see the lights and everything in the stage, and I just thought it was impressive.
Yeah.
I know they talked about going through the site, and I know people said, oh, we're gonna put it around the site. I'm like, it's dark, it's not even cute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no lights on those things.
Right,
It's nice to go
It-
through the Hall of Fame.
no, yeah. I think many years ago, well, when I was in it, the step and repeat was actually in
In the front, at the front of the.
at the front of the
entrance
entrance,
that-
and the lady, and she was there taking your picture as you just walked in the door,
Yeah,
in front of the step and repeat.
we could set that up as well.
Yeah, I think when we moved it outside, it was for the sake of getting people to be
Oh, yeah.
around, because
Right.
everybody just kind of, the lights weren't good underneath, like by the concession, everybody was sitting on the picnic tables.
Right.
So not enough seats, it was dark,
Mhm.
and we kind of wanted to make people go out to there, hence why we wanted the posters on the easels, so people went around and got to
Yeah. got to
see and walk around and who's here and who's being inducted and who are these people.
Right.
But again, those were, and I know I go too fast by the marquee, you go way faster past the marquee. By the Optimist, but I've never seen it on the marquee at the corner of 67.
I don't know if it is, because I never see it either.
But we don't go, I don't sit, like when I'm at the light, but all of a sudden the light changes in the morning, I'm like,
Right.
I don't know
I'll
if you
have
ever
to
put it
ask
on there.
Danny if he
Dan,
ever put it
I
up,
couldn't
because I never even thought to, I look at certain ads.
I
I've
emailed
never
him,
seen
you emailed him?
Yeah.
Because I saw the email and then I think I even replied to the email. But he never replied back, so I don't know, and I don't know. who
Well, I
he is.
emailed him myself.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. But again, it's like,
Yeah.
I'll write it down. Talk to him.
because yeah, I think you're right, you even said to him, why don't you just do the same verbiage as you did?
Yeah,
It was like, congrats, class of 2024 Sports Hall of Fame, and it just had the 4 names.
right. But I was, yeah,
Yeah.
because, or if you saw it and you wanted to change it, you know.
Correct.
You could do that.
Right.
Because I also copied you on his email. or-
Yeah,
I think,
mhm. Nice.
It was, Danny has control over that.
Right. And they do that from a computer, that's a program.
Yeah. He's the IT guy.
Where does he work out of?
We're
Seaboard-
surprised, you know?
Seaboard Marine
Oh,
Oh,
in
Okay.
Medley. His office is in Medley and he works out of his house.
so he just controls the marquee.
Well, he
For the
controls the
town.
marquee, but I mean, but
He's the president of baseball operation.
yeah, he's. not director of
Oh,
baseball
okay,
For the Optimus.
got you,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
He oversees the umpires and the
Mm,
schedules and all that.
okay, all right,
Wrestling, he's Seaboard Marine
Gotcha.
IT guy. Yeah.
all right, cool.
All right, we'll get on this and then.
I'll get back to you on the,
Everything. Because. I don't think we have to
unless something comes
vote
up.
on anything.
No.
Um,
Can we do it legally on the Zoom or on a email? Like, here's the,
email, no.
no?
Zoom, maybe. Because obviously it was done like that during COVID.
Mm,
So there's precedent, but I don't know if now they're allowing to do votes over Zoom.
What would we be voting on?
Well, I guess the only thing that we would need to vote on if that is the switching of
Yes.
the.
Cowbell? Bell cow, sorry,
Okay.
I'll never forget that,
The
just so you know,
the switching of what?
Of
bell
the,
cow, a headliner,
no,
right, or no?
no.
No matter what, that's it, even if he doesn't show up.
I guess for right now, yeah.
You could put him on the end anyway, and then that
Oh.
way, if you didn't show up,
We
Yeah.
just, someone
Just
says
say,
a few
"Hey,
remarks,
This is whatever.
okay, all right.
or, you know, I think we should make, we probably, well, I don't know if it'd be awkward to mention that he's in the Hall of Fame or. No,
Well, we
I
can't
guess it's
pull-
better not to say anything.
We can't pull
No,
No,
That's what I'm
but
saying, but
you
then-
just don't say anything. You just end it after the third inductee.
You know, or maybe just announce why he's missing you for
Well,
health
yeah.
reasons.
Well, yeah, I guess if he was injured, I mean, if he was still hurt.
Another thing is you
Who's
can
our
always,
liaison with Alex?
Rich Bilski, who's the baseball coach, was at Highly High.
And who's our liaison with Rich?
I am,
Okay,
but
So whether-
I don't have his personal number. I only got his school number. So when we tried to call him this afternoon, it was after 3 o'clock.
yeah, you gotta try to catch him in the morning.
yeah.
I have his email. His school-
Bilski, you're looking for Bilski's?
Do you have his,
I know somebody that does.
oh,
Perfect.
oh, yeah.
Okay. I was thinking more of the orientation of the wall, but if you guys just want to leave it to,
Well, you're gonna take a
Discussion.
picture tomorrow.
Yeah.
And send it to us, give us two options, and then that's the only thing to me that we do have to
Right.
decide on, right?
Yeah.
But is that a vote or is that just a decision?
But I don't think there's really much of a decision
I don't-
on that.
I
Right, 'cause-
personally, I don't think that's something very, that we need
That's
to.
right, okay.
It's more of a logistics type of thing.
Just
where-
showing us what it's gonna look like.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if we say, so, hey, that looks terrible, that we do need to voice our opinion somehow,
Um,
then it still might end up happening.
because.
There's not much of a choice. I don't see it being a
Mm.
choice. Otherwise you'd have to change the whole wall. And I don't think we're gonna do that.
Cause the other thing is just to leave it the way that it's been going,
Right.
and then we.
But that's the way we're gonna do it though, right? The way it's been, or
Well-
horizontally speaking.
Horizontally speaking, yes,
Right.
but I'm still gonna, cause you guys want it vertical, so I'm still gonna take the pictures, show you the way it
Right.
would look vertical, and then I'll take another picture and show you how I was thinking in terms of horizontal, and then we'll go from there. I guess you guys can just say A or B, and then.
Yeah.
Cause that's not really something like,
Can we just call you and say, you know,
that's it.
then there's no record of it?
Jim's learning. Nah, yeah, and that's more of a just how we wanna set up something
Right.
that's already there. It's not like we're creating a new wall or
Right.
we're, expanding to
Yeah.
somewhere else
It's
or.
not, we're not spending money,
Correct.
I don't think, other than what we already budgeted.
And then. Good. We're good. I was just thinking if we do need another meeting. Which. I mean. I don't think we would. Because the 14th is. Fourteenth is 3 Saturdays from now. Well, 4
That
Saturdays.
gives Alex plenty of time to recover.
But if not, we have to send him, introduce him to fit.
That's right.
So either we'll get his personal number, or I said if he is not comfortable with that, then I gave him your phone number.
Okay.
Said just give him Jim Hamilton's number, I told them why,
Right.
and said have him reach out to you. So maybe someone will call,
Okay,
reach out to you before they give out their number. But I did explain why. It's one of his other players,
oh, cool,
as that he used to teach with him at Highly High.
oh, cool, okay.
I know he talks about him all the times.
You're an MVP.
I try to be sometimes, and then sometimes I try not to get you in trouble.
She probably carries 3 phones.
No, that, you're lucky I carry one.
I carry none.
Yeah, he doesn't have a cell phone.
Oh, yeah, I'm an old schooler.
Wow.
You got a flip
Don't
phone
need
still?
one.
No phone.
And no phone.
No
No
phone
email.
at all. No way to reach
They,
him.
they wanna touch base with me, it's my landline or email.
Yeah.
My mother just got rid of her landline. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
my phone number, oh, I got it. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna send it to you.
okay,
Or you want to write it down? What would you prefer?
I'll write it right. I'll write everybody. I'm gonna call him tonight.
Here we go. 754. 204. 5519.
Perfect.
Say it back,
If I had seen that number come in at 754, I probably would have thought it was a
Right.
scam number and I wouldn't have answered.
what do you have? Three pages.
754-204-5519.
Yes. See, you always gotta know somebody that knows somebody. that knows
Yeah.
He goes, how did you get that number? I said, I don't know.
somebody. Well, no, I
You know,
asked.
it's. Wonder what a highway was written on the wall.
Yeah.
In the ladies' room.
What is you and the lady dancing on tables and what else did he ask for? He's back,
Too much,
baby.
I know.
He's back.
Hey, let me
You
ask
got a
you.
couple shots, where else?